Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things. And we see them. And today we got a hell of a show for you guys. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, be sure to check out the Dreamers Pro podcast that we have pinned in the comments below if you haven't already. Let me get into this. Topic here. As you guys know, Kyrie Irving has been making headlines given the fact that the Dallas Mavericks are now in the NBA Finals. It's been a very long time since we've seen Kyrie Irving in the NBA Finals, and since his last appearance, Kyrie Irving has gone through a lot of turmoil with the situation in Brooklyn, the stuff surrounding the vaccine, the stuff surrounding him not playing for the team, then him going to Boston. You have that drama over there. Then you have the tweets, and then you have the NBA kind of reprimanding him, and then ultimately you have him landing in Dallas, where now he is flourishing, I think in his third year with the team, and now they have already made a finals appearance. And throughout that period, there are a lot of people that had a bunch of different things to say. When Kyrie was in Brooklyn, I got on him for certain things that he was saying, but I also defended Kyrie vehemently against the tweets, that tweet drama. I didn't like the fact that he was being flogged publicly. And we did a lot of shows about that towards the end of the year when that story broke last year. And I was heavily on it. I didn't like the way that he was being bullied. I just didn't like it. And I didn't believe that what Kyrie Irving did was from a place of being malicious, unlike what other people tried to basically say it was. I didn't like that, right? And I made my positions 100% clear on this. So what happened? This morning, I came across some comments from former assistant head coach of the Lakers and former assistant head coach to Kyrie Irving in Phil Handy. Now, if you know who Phil Handy, he's a skills coach, very respected around the NBA. I think he started doing his first work with the Lakers when Kobe was there. Kobe was the reason that Phil Handy really wanted to get into an assistant coach job. So that's really where he got his entree. And of course, he was in Cleveland with LeBron and Kyrie and these guys there. But I was going through the internet and I came across these comments where essentially he was taking aim at critics of Kyrie Irving and essentially calling them to the carpet, essentially telling them that, listen, people like the Charles Barkleys, the Shaqs, the Stephen A. Smith, all of these guys, you guys owe Kyrie Irving a very, very serious apology for the way that you guys basically just reprimanded him, scolded him in the public forum. So those are the comments that we want to get into. We also want to get into some of the things that Kyrie Irving had to say in terms of him finding peace with the Dallas Mavericks. But before we even get into his comments, this video is brought to you by today's sponsor, Game Time, who's the official sponsor of today's show. Game Time makes getting NBA Finals tickets even faster and easier than ever before. For example, I am super excited about the games between the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. With Game Time tickets, I can easily pick the best tickets for me. I love that I can choose between different deals. I have the option to select the cheaper deal, the best option deal, or my favorite, the flash deal. The flash deal gives me the option to find discounts that I can only find on Game Time. Once I select the ticket I want, I can view my seat. And it's not just restricted to the NBA. I can also look for the best ticket deals for other sports like football, baseball, or concerts, or comedy or theater shows. Included in my purchase, I also have a 24-hour return guarantee, a lowest price guarantee, event cancellation protection. So take the guesswork out of buying NBA tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account and redeem code CLNS for $20 off. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So let me get into what he had to say here. He said, this is on his Instagram, I believe. He said, I usually reserve my comments on certain things, but not today. There's a lot of people in the hoop world who owe this man public apologies. Some of y'all tried to bury this dude and kill his career based on what you heard and not what you know. Word to the unwise. If you don't know someone, you probably shouldn't speak on them. Media and others always have their narrative, but the real ones always know. Kyrie Irving, keep doing your thing. A young OG. Bean would be proud of you. more work to do, but damn, it's good to see this dude in the finals. Hashtag put some respect on his name. Those were the comments of former Lakers assistant coach Phil Handy. I also want to get to an article from Fadeaway World with the headline saying Kyrie Irving says he found his peace since joining the Mavericks. Kyrie Irving spoke about his time moving to the Mavericks after Game 5, noting that it has been a great new chapter that has helped him find peace. Irving praised the sense of community among the fan base and the city at large for being so welcoming towards him and his family. I feel like it's a great chapter that's being written right now. I'm enjoying every step of the way. I'm not taking anything for granted. I'm enjoying the hot weather right now. I'm enjoying the Dallas community and the fans here. You know, we've talked a lot about this early this season, just how much I felt embraced, but I think it's gone a little deeper than that. It's really helped me grow as a human being and find my peace out there. He then added a few other quotes where he said it's a good breath of fresh air. Get outside. Seasonal depression is real when you're growing up in the North. I spent 12 years in the Eastern Conference in 3 cold cities that deal with you 4 seasons. So you come out here and you're able to go outside, ground yourself a little bit more, and spend time with your family. Watch your kids run outside. Wife's happy. You know what they say about happy wife, happy life. And then he went on to say a few other things. I want to say something quickly about Kyrie Irving. I saw something day before yesterday. It was a clip of Kyrie Irving, I think when he was a Cleveland Cavalier. As you guys know, Kyrie Irving's from New Jersey. And this clip was centered on Kyrie Irving going back to his father's home, which I thought that was a very powerful statement. For those who understand what that means, it's powerful. He said, I'm going back to my father's home, right? This is the home of my father. And his father obviously had a house in New Jersey, and he spoke about the sacrifices that his dad made for him and his sister and his siblings. I don't know if he has multiple siblings, but I know he has a sister. I saw her in the video. And Kyrie was essentially talking about wanting to do something special for his dad, that his dad loves this house, but he wants to kind of renovate it and do some nice things for him. So Kyrie commissioned a renovation company to go in there to kind of update his house, his dad's house, and then they brought him into the house. This is the dad. And it was him, his dad, and his sister, and obviously the people documenting it. And the father walks in, and you can see the joy on his face. And you can see Kyrie enjoying the moment with his dad. And then they go into a room that's full of trophies. And it's all of the accomplishments that all his kids have had throughout, their life. And Kyrie Irving gets emotional. And then Kyrie says, this is not about the house. It's about the relationship with my dad. And he starts weeping, starts crying. And I said, this is a very beautiful thing. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing what Kyrie Irving did. And Kyrie Irving seems to be rooted and grounded in substance based on his upbringing. For him to do, Kyrie Irving is a multimillionaire. He could have gone and built a mansion for his parents, but he said, no. We want to keep things. We want to keep it to the roots of where we came from. It just resonated with me on such a high level. Look, Kyrie Irving, to me, I've never met Kyrie Irving. He seems like an exceptional human being. He's very philanthropic. He's very magnanimous. And that's rare to find, especially in some people that are very wealthy. And he doesn't do it, and he does it without making noise and screaming about it, which says a lot about the person, because a lot of people donate and do stuff for charities for the attention that they get. Look, a lot of people owe Kyrie Irving an apology. A lot of people, right? And I've issued mine for some of the things that I said when he was a Brooklyn Net. But I'm happy, truly happy to see Kyrie Irving in the finals. I think he deserves it, because not just because he's a good player, but I think he's a good dude, which is more important than being a good player, in my personal view. So I think Phil Handy was onto something. And what I want to know from you guys, what do you think about our analysis? What do you think about the comments from Phil Handy and Kyrie Irving? Whatever you guys think about today's show, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comments section. We catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.